Krishna says in Gita that the body consists of 5 gross elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. But he also mentions that there are 3 subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and false ego. The false ego is the one which creates the identity. The intelligence creates the discrimination. But the mind is the one which processes all the thoughts. Therefore, to make sure that the mind is in the right position, there is a medicine which is recommended, and that medicine for the mind is known as mantra. If you look at a mirror and the mirror is filled with dust, or if the mirror is curved, your own image will look perverted. Similarly, if the soul is looking into a mind which is impure, then the reflection appears to be perverted. And therefore Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. You have to cleanse the mirror of the mind. When the mirror of the mind is clean, then the soul can see its own image reflected perfectly. That actually I am not an enjoyer, I am not a proprietor, I am a servant of Krishna, meant to be an instrument in his enjoyment. And therefore, that cleansing agent which cleans the mirror of the mind is technically known as mantra. And mantra basically means that which cleanses the mind, purifies the mind, enabling the soul to look at its own reflection perfectly. That's the idea of mantra, and there are thousands and thousands of different mantras available in the Vedic literature, and each of those mantras, just like various medicines in a pharmacy shop, have different impacts. So amongst all of those mantras for this age of Kali, the Mahamantra is specifically recommended so that we can actually have the best impact of purification of our mind.
My name is Janavi Harrison and I'm from London. Many people ask me, actually some people don't even ask, they just assume that I'm George Harrison's daughter or George Harrison's niece. I used to just say yes and just see how long I could continue the joke for. But actually I don't have any biological connection with him, but since a very young age I feel like he's part of my family because I grew up at a place called Bhaktivedanta Manor, which is a spiritual community just north of London. The property, the building itself, donated to the Hare Krishna movement in the 1970s. My parents were already living there, so for me it wasn't a choice I made to be part of the community, but it was a wonderful opportunity. I would say that that's where my spiritual path began. Very naturally in the teenage years and early 20s, you're really trying to find your identity. There have been times in my life where I really questioned what is it that I'm a part of and what is my part to play? Who am I? Do I even believe in all of this? I don't know. So I think those times are really a blessing because they force you to go deeper. You have to question and you have to have answers to why am I still choosing to remain in this space or follow this way of life. I'm not sure if I have an answer for really what is my offering, what is my place. Certainly, if somebody asked me 10 years ago what I thought I would be doing now, it's very different from what I am doing. It's still really a journey of understanding. From the spiritual tradition that I'm raised in, of Bhakti Yoga, deepest understanding of one's identity is to be a servant of humanity, of family and friends, of everyone. And just to really understand that at any depth, it's not an easy thing and to practice that. So everything that I'm doing, although in one sense I'm searching for identity, in another sense, I already understand what I'm aiming for. I'm just trying to get there. My main activity is music, kirtan. Many people know me for devotional singing. I'm also engaged in a lot of other artistic different activities. On a broad definition, the word kirtan means to glorify or to praise. And I try to make those also kirtan, putting an uplifting message out into the world. Kirtan, devotional music, is really a language from the heart. If we want to experience real friendship, real intimacy, it's through this experience of kirtan that we can discover it. Kirtan is really the panacea. It's the medicine for all problems. It's for all people, from all places, and it's something which gives great fulfillment and satisfaction to the heart. And it's the most supremely purifying thing. For me, it's the most purifying and uplifting feeling of anything that I've experienced. And the other thing is that it's like I find there a shelter, a home in sound. Wherever you go, this sound can be there. I could be in Australia in the middle of a forest. I could be at the bus stop, and that sound is giving this feeling of shelter and nourishment and safety. So this is something that I would hope everyone could experience. That's why I dedicate some time to sharing it.
And ashes at the river's edge, drifting side by side.
I've traveled around the world quite a bit in the last few years, and it is very interesting to see different, having that experience of sharing kirtan, you get a little flavor of that place and that culture. There are definitely differences between different countries and cultures, but ultimately the effect that it's having in the heart of the listener or the participant should be the same anywhere you go.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Hey Krishna, hey Adava, hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
I'm always looking for depth in exchanges with people, depth in experience of life, seeking depth or expecting of myself that I should get deeper depth, and trying to be sincere in whatever I do. The Hare Krishna mantra, or the Mahamantra, is soundtrack to my life. My parents were singing it, chanting it, listening to it. When I was born, the sound was there. And it's a very special mantra. It's actually the specific prescription for this time that we live in. It's the specific medicine that's going to work the best. For me, it's really an experience of developing relationship with this mantra, with this sound vibration. It has a very special significance. It's like an alarm clock for the soul. By the power of this mantra, a person can reactivate relationship with God, wake up to who am I, what is my purpose in life, how can I really be happy?
You could become a great horseman and help free yourself and this world. Though only if you, in prayer, become sweet lovers.
Kirtan is an experience which you can return to every day of your life and have a new realization or a new connection. It's just like a wonderful friendship. It never gets tired or old. Kirtan is a place to bring your heart to whatever is in your heart at that moment, whether it's something very heavy or some joyful feeling. I think if you've never tried Kirtan, you just try it once with all of your focus and attention, and I can pretty much guarantee that you'll get a hook, because there's nothing else like it.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When we speak about chanting, We are speaking about contemplation and expressing a prayer. When you are sitting in front of an internet device and you are wanting something from the Amazon, you express your request by typing in, I want this, I want this. So similarly, when you are in front of God, who is like the ultimate compared to Amazon, and He can grant practically anything, so what do we ask? The Shastras, our Vedic literatures, and our great souls and Acharyas say, when you are face to face with a situation where God is hearing you, you express an offer of service. Because love means reciprocation through selfless service. So when I want to express my service, how do I express it? The expression of service is, O all attractive Supreme Lord, O divine energy, please engage me in your service. That prayer translates in Sanskrit as Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Here Hare means energy of the Lord. Krishna means all attractive. Ram means reservoir of pleasure. So who doesn't want pleasure? Who doesn't want to be attracted in life? Who doesn't want a relationship with someone super attractive? And that is enabled through the Lord's energy, who comes in the form of Hare, or if you go to the temple, you see standing right next to Krishna, Radha Rani. She is the energy, Hare.
It's described that we can use mind, body and words in higher purpose. That this body can be used as a vehicle, as an instrument of service. And so I want to ask you, using your hands to raise them high in the sky, and together with me closing your eyes and chanting with the heart, with some emotion, with some love, all together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. A little louder if you can, please, from the heart. Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So there is a dummy's guide to spiritual life in this age, but it's also simultaneously the highest thing. And therefore Srila Prabhupada came to the world to deliver this message to the most intelligent people, that if you actually want to achieve spiritual perfection, try to take the chanting of Krishna's names very, very seriously. It looks very, very simple. It looks very, very basic. It looks like it's just the beginning stages, but actually it's the beginning, the middle, and the end. Just like a child may be writing ABC, isn't it? And then later on, when they go to university and they're doing a PhD, they also write ABC, but now they're writing in an algebraic equation. So an unintelligent person will look at them and say, what did you learn all these years in school? Now you're doing ABC in the beginning, you're still doing ABC. Yeah, it looks like ABC, but now it's on a significantly higher level. It's the ABC of algebra. So chanting is like that. It's the first thing that you do when you join the Hare Krishna movement. They tell you, like, can you chant? You don't have to change your life. Yeah, right. You don't have to change your life. Just chant Hare Krishna. And it's very, very simple. Chant and be happy. And then, but then it carries on, and in the middle of your spiritual life, then we start having workshops and retreats on chanting. And you're thinking like, I thought it was easy, chant and be happy. And then even when you are a perfected soul, then what are they doing? They're just going in seclusion and chanting Krishna's names, or together chanting Krishna's names again and again. So therefore the scripture says, Namno hi yavati shakti papa nirharane hare tavat kartam na shaknoti patakam pataki naraha. Nam, name, the name of Krishna, yavati shakti. If you want to know the power of Krishna's name, Papa nirharane hare, it can release you from more sins than you can perform. Don't try it. Yeah, more than someone can have a mountain of pap, a mountain of karma, but the chanting of the holy name can relieve it. So somehow it's very difficult to just sit and chant. Isn't it? Is it difficult to just sit down in one place and chant Hare Krishna? Prabhupada said, I'm telling them chant, 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 and they're telling me can't. So difficult. In the morning, when we sit down to chant on the beads, then so many thoughts are going through the mind. So many regrets about the past. So many plans for the future. So many insecurities. So many worries and fears. Excitement. Distraction in different ways. So it's not so easy to just sit down and chant. But as we develop this taste and attraction to the holy name, then our life becomes beautiful. When Srila Prabhupada arrived in America, then he wrote a poem. And the poem is very, very beautiful. It's called Markine Bhagavat Dharma, preaching or sharing Krishna consciousness in the Western world. And in the very final verse of that poem, he says something incredible. Bhakti nahi bedi nahi khub naam daro, Bhakti Vedanta Naam Ebesar. Srila Prabhupada, who's like the closest devotee to Krishna, in the last line of his poem, you know what he says? Bhakti Nahi. Krishna, I don't have any devotion. Bedi Nahi. Krishna, I don't have any knowledge. Khub Naam Daro. But the one thing I do have is strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. Now this is very interesting.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
So kirtan is not just an external thing. Kirtan is natural. Kirtan goes deep inside. Early in the morning, as soon as the sun rises, birds begin to sing. That's kirtan. Although the birds may not fully understand what's going on, but we also understand they're not just like, okay, oh, it's getting light. No, they're celebrating. They're singing. As the mercy of the Lord in the form of sunshine is appearing. They may not see the full philosophy behind it, but they sense it and they celebrate. Of course, as human beings, we have a greater vision. We have greater depth. We understand that there's a material world which is temporary. We understand there's an eternal world which is spiritual. And we understand that this sound has nothing to do with the material world, and that it connects us with that spiritual reality, and that it carries us there. And as we are chanting, we are lifted above our small mundane conceptions which normally pull us down and weigh us down in so many ways, and we rise above and totally unfazed by anything of this world. We become carried upwards, because we know that nothing material really matters. As they say, spirit matters. Matter doesn't matter. but it's spirit that really matters. In this way, you can close your stay here in Radhadesh. Somehow or other, our visit coincided. That's interesting. We both came from London, not knowing that the other would be there. Well, we were, and you were too. I walked past, I couldn't walk past, it wasn't possible. That's the nature of kirtan, it just pulls you in, just like, I thought I'm going to have an early night, but I get not tonight. Some other night, maybe. One of these nights. That's what I said the last few days. So, it was very nice that you came. Such a special place, actually. Gopinath, Radha Gopinath's mercy. It's like, it's not ordinary. One may walk into the temple and say, is this really divine? Or is it just beautiful design? It is beautiful divine design. Let the party go on. We'll sleep now, a little bit, at least some of us. But even while sleeping, the kirtan will continue. Tomorrow, we jump up from bed. Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
तो बार बार मोहे दीजियो तो श्री वृंदावन को बार ओ राधे तेरे चरणों की हर पग धूल जो मिल जाए श्यामा तेरे चरणों की वो पग धूल जो मिल जाए तो सच कहता हूँ और तकदीर बदल जाए राधे तेरे चरणों की सुनते हैं तेरी रहमतें दिन रात बरसती है वो सुनते हैं तेरी रहमतें दिन रात बरसती है वो एक बूंद जो मिल जाए दिल की कली खिल जाए राधे तेरे चरणों की पग धूल जो मिल जाए तो सच कहता हूँ तकदीर बदल जाए राधे तेरे चरणों की पग धूल जो
Astadale Pradhananayika Dharmajiratna Sane Bose Achendui Chane Shama Sange Sundari Radhika Shama Sange Sundari Radhika Vrindavan Ramyastan
We are chanting Hare Krishna. We may not understand what is meaning of Hare Krishna, but still, because it is transcendental sound, it is auspicious. Wherever you chant Hare Krishna, they may hear or they may not hear, it is auspicious for them. So we are sending our men for street Sankirtan. It doesn't matter whether people are eager to hear it or not, but it is auspicious. It will create an atmosphere which is very, very congenial to the human society. That should be our principle. Not that because we are chanting, nobody is taking care, we shall not be disappointed. This Sankirtan movement is so nice that simply by chanting, the vibration will create an auspicious atmosphere. Very honest people. Now you can practically see those who are old members. So I began in this New York, in that storefront, simply by chant. So I did not bribe you American boys and girls to come after me. The only asset was chant. That Tompkinson, this Brahmananda Swami, he first came to dance with my chant. He and Achyutananda. That was the first dancing of our Krishna conscious movement. Yes. And I had no mridangas. That was what is that? Little drum. So I was chanting Hare Krishna from 2 to 5, 3 hours. And so many boys and girls were coming and joining. And there was first photograph in the Times, New York Times. They appreciated, and people also appreciated. So this chanting, the beginning was only chanting. There was nothing more. At that time there was no program of prasad distribution. That later on it came. So we should always be confident that this chanting is not a vibration of this material world. This is not vibration of material. Narottam Das Thakur says, Golokera premo dhana hari nama sankir. It is imported from the spiritual world.
Bhajaman Radhe, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe. Jai Radhe, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe. Jaya Jaya Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Bhajaman Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Jaya Jaya Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. In Kirtan it's understood that when you clap your hands together, your karma from millions of lifetimes starts to change. The reactions to all of your actions, the lines on your hands change when you clap in Kirtan. And I know that it's quite packed downstairs, but if you can manage it, wow, look at that karma. All that karma floating away, wow, wow, wow. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Govinda, Radhe. Let's hear it, let's hear it. Jaya Jaya Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. Jaya Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Gopal Radhe. Oh Govinda Radhe Gopal Radhe. Oh Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe. Oh Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe. Govinda, Govinda, Radhe. Jamani Radhe Govinda. Jamana Radhe Govinda.